For today's episode, I wanted to talk about the current water levels at some of Colorado's sailing lakes. As I'm sure you know, the West has been suffering from a serious drought for years now. In Colorado, 2026 has been a particularly bad year due to the record low snowpack this past winter. So this video will cover the water levels and current boat ramp closures at Colorado's primary sailing lakes. By the end, you'll know what places to avoid and the best places to go for some beautiful mountain sailing. While there is some bad news, there are lakes that remain at or near full. So first, I'll cover the closures and then go over the places in Colorado where you can still get your sailing in this year. I compiled this list from a combination of the various water districts, the Corps of Engineers, the Bureau of Reclamation, National Forest Service, and Colorado Parks and Wildlife. The biggest determiner of boat ramp closures is usually the length of the ramp. So some lakes that are maybe 90% full may be closed, while other lakes that are only 50% full may remain open. If you're planning to visit any of these lakes, please check their websites or give them a call to get the very latest ramp or marina information. Before I get into it, I want to quickly mention the new Colorado Sailing storefront on Amazon. I've bought a ton of sailing stuff on Amazon over the years and loaded all of it into my store. From wind vanes to dock lines, electronics, safety gear, shoes, and even this watch right here. It's all in there. The channel earns a small commission on qualifying purchases, but at no extra cost to you. So it's a great way to support the channel. All right, now let's get into it. So I'm gonna start with the closures, and really the big one is Blue Mesa. So Blue Mesa Reservoir is the largest reservoir fully in the state of Colorado. It has two large marinas, and right now it is 29% full, and it's 83 feet below full pool. And as of 31 July, both ramps are now closed. The next one is Green Mountain Reservoir, which sits at 20% full and 93 feet below full pool. The ramps there are closed. Torquise Lake, which is off of Highway 24 between Buena Vista and Leadville, is currently 70% full. It's 24 feet below full pool, and this is well above where it would normally be at this time of year. Unfortunately, as of today, it is closed due to a nearby fire. And according to the website, that closure is going to be reevaluated later this week. Okay, so now moving on to the partial closures. So Dillon Reservoir, which is home of the Dillon Yacht Club, is 75% full, 22 feet below full pool. The Frisco Bay Marina is closed, but the Dillon Marina ramp is still open. And the Dillon Open Regatta, scheduled for 21 through 23 August, is still scheduled to occur. Granby, which is a great sailing lake, is currently 63% full. It's nearly 31 feet below full pool. It has two boat ramps, so the Stillwater boat ramp is currently closed, but the Sunset Point launch site, which is the one that I used when I sailed there a couple years ago, is still open, but it's a single lane. So that's all my closures or partial closures. I didn't include every lake that has a closed boat ramp because some of them are primarily fishing lakes and not really known for sailing, but there are other closures across the state. But let's go into the things that are still open. So Grand Lake, which is home of the Grand Lake Yacht Club, is 100% full, so all ramps are open. Similarly, Lake Nighthorse near Durango is also 100% full. This is a day sailing lake. It does not have a marina, but it is 100% full with all ramps open. Also 100% full is 11 Mile Canyon Reservoir in central Colorado. Cherry Creek Reservoir in Aurora, Colorado, home of Community Sailing of Colorado, is 97% full, and it's only 4.5 feet below full pool, but this is a lake that is normally kept very full. And so it's actually less than a foot away from ramp closures. And right now they're warning that longer trailers could go off the end of the ramp. And so they've marked the docks that run along the ramps with tape that mark the end of the ramp so that you don't drive your trailer off the ramp and then get stuck. Aurora Reservoir, which is run by the city of Aurora, it doesn't have a marina, so it's a day sailing lake. It's currently 78% full. I could not find any information on the actual water levels or how far below full pool it is. but they also warned that going off the ramp is possible, and they marked the docks along the ramp with tape that indicate where the end of the ramp is. But currently the ramps are still open. Horsetooth Reservoir, which has a marina, is 84% full and currently 13 feet below full pool, but all ramps are open. Carter Reservoir, home of the Carter Lake Sailing Club. This is another lake that has a marina. It's 72% full, 29 feet below full pool, but all ramps currently open. Boulder Reservoir, another location that Community Sailing of Colorado operates from. This is a day sailing lake. There is no marina. I could not find information on how full it is, but the website does say that it's at a normal level for this time of year. Ruedi Reservoir, which is in the National Forest. This is home of the Aspen Yacht Club. It does have a full-service marina. It's 63% full, 42 feet below full pool, but the website says that it is at a normal level for this time of year. Some of the lakes in Colorado, as the summer goes on, they're primarily used for irrigation, so they do slowly draw them down. Chatfield Reservoir, this is home of Colorado Sail and Yacht Club. It is another reservoir that has a marina. It's 50% full, but only 10 feet below full pool, so it's currently open. Lake Pueblo, which I recently sailed at, is home of the Lake Pueblo Sailing Club. There are 2 large marinas at the reservoir. It's currently 58% full and 36 feet below full pool, but wide open, all ramps are operating. Navajo Lake, which is in southern Colorado and is primarily in New Mexico, but you can access it from Colorado, from Navajo State Park, and they have there the Two Rivers Marina. And so it is currently 53% full and 73 feet below full pool, but it has one of the longest ramps in the state at over 110 feet. So it is still open. Another one of the beautiful mountain lakes off of Highway 24 between Buena Vista and Leadville is Twin Lakes, and that's a day sailing lake. There is no marina there, but it's currently 71% full, 16 feet below full pool, and according to the website, it's 92% of normal for this time of year. Union Reservoir, which is home of Union Sailing Club. It is a day sailing lake. There is no marina. It's 53% full, but only 9.6 feet below full pool, so it is fully open right now. Last but not least is Vallecito Reservoir, which I have visited in the past. It's home to Vallecito Marina and Yacht Club. It does have a full-service marina. This is one of the lakes in Colorado that is drawn down throughout the summer to support irrigation. So right now it's only 49% full. It is 28.5 feet below full pool, and it's only 70% of where it would normally be at this time of year. But currently the ramps are open. However, they highly recommend you call the marina and check on the status of the ramps before heading over there. All right, so that's my wrap up on the status of the primary sailing lakes across Colorado. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. As always, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.